through Facebook and deliver to the customer's door.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And I understand you started with 3,000 followers or 3,000 likes.
No, that would be $3,000.
$3,000? Is that was $3,000?
$3,000, correct, yeah.
So that was your capital. You started with $3,000.
Correct. When I got fired from my last job, that was half of my take-home salary. I decided I was going to put that into my business. So basically, I let people know I started with $3,000 because a lot of the times, maybe young people or young aspiring entrepreneurs tend to think when you hear business, it takes a lot of money, or probably you fall into a family business, or we like to say the family have money. That's why they're doing that. So I just needed to show people that that's not always the case, because like I said, I went to local groceries, Price Mart, got my nipple flour, sack of sugar, stuff like that, and that's how I started.
Okay.
Yeah, and we're going on 2 years this year. July the 16th was our second year anniversary, and going strong.
Wow, interesting. How many likes, how many followers do you have on Facebook currently?
Currently, we're looking at about 58,000 and some.
Wow.
Yeah, 58,000. And that's really local. Like, I guess we will get into it, but, advertising on Facebook, that's how my business started. That's mainly Trinidad Tobago. I don't tend to advertise to, let's say, America or European countries, because at the end of the day, I'm not looking for fame, I'm not looking for fans, I'm looking for customers.
Right.
So it really wouldn't make sense to advertise or branch into other domains like that.
Okay. Now, my one question, because I know you said you advertise through Facebook.
Correct.
I know Facebook has this pay.
Correct.
Basically.
Yeah,
so is that how you did sponsor,
Correct.
or you did it more organically?
In the beginning, more organically, because of course capital wasn't something I had. So,
Okay.
but as it grew, what I started to do, you're not gonna sponsor everything. It would take a lot of cash to do something like that. What I would do is normally once a month, even up to today, that's my process. Once a month, I sponsor a wedding cake. So something impressive, something that people would want to see. And all sponsoring does, a lot of people tend to think you're buying likes or you're buying followers. That's not it at all. What sponsoring does is it repeats the post on your customers or anybody that likes a page feed.
Okay.
So it would put, let's say I posted right now, of course by tomorrow morning it would be way down to the bottom because a lot of content would have come through. Yeah. It would pop back up to the top. Okay. So it gives people a chance to see it.
To see it rather
Correct.
than being forgotten.
Yes, it's just being forgotten. Correct.
Does it also expand your reach? Because
of course, yeah.
Obviously, I've sponsored a few little stuff on
and you would see,
Facebook, and you just to analyze, and you see sometimes the organic reach, what you get naturally is
compared to the paid reach
200, and your paid reach is sometimes 3,000.
Yeah.
Explain the sponsoring to me on Facebook.
All right. Well, sponsoring basically, underneath that post, you would see an option to boost the post.
Right.
So when you go and you boost that post, there are a lot of variables that you have to, or you should. A lot of people might bypass them, but you should go through each one. You're gonna target, like if the purpose of boosting the post is for likes or other things, as well as they give you countries as well. You could boost to Trinidad and Tobago alone. You could even go even deeper and target the areas in Trinidad and Tobago that you wanted to be seen more. Like you target San Fernando, Port of Spain, Chaguanas, Toco. It depends on if you want Toco people to see your stuff more than the average.
Right.
So that's basically what it is. So you have the option to do different amount of cash payments. It's listed out in US prices. So you must have a credit card or a VTM card. And yeah, you do your payment through Facebook and they run that ad for you. So they allow all of your followers to see it rather than some.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So once a month you do that?
It depends. I do it probably weekly. So like I said, at least for wedding cakes, every week I do one.
Okay.
Yeah. So you could even, let's say you put 100 US, which is a lot. You could also choose how many days you want that 100 to run for, and they will show you how many people will see that each day. It's very, very technical and a really good option. Yeah, but you need to research it, make sure you're getting the most out of it, because if you're not doing that, you could be wasting money.
Okay, because I was wondering, how did you get started? How did you know about that option? Was it like a trial and error? Or you said, and somebody told you, hey, you should do this part?
No, it was completely trial and error.
Okay.
Even when I started, I did not know how big advertising via Facebook and social media can be. I was basically just trying a thing, but it tended to work out for me. And shortly after, I started seeing how big it was using social media to promote your business. So even now, there are companies that do that for you. You could hire a social media management company to do that for you if you're not, let's say, you're not technically inclined or you don't have the time. You could also do that. But at least with me personally, I run my social media myself.
Because I know we were discussing earlier that it takes a lot of time.
It does.
What would you say is the percentage of time it would take you, let's say, in a month to run your social media?
It's a daily process.
Per day then?
It's per day, yeah, because in the beginning, again, I used to do everything concerning social media. Remember, I don't have a storefront that's advertising through social media. My business is social media.
Right.
So all of our customers would come through Facebook messages, emails, stuff like that. So in the beginning, I would have to do the messaging process, the emails. We would be sending out invoices via messages, stuff like that, as well as posting and advertising. So, but now, our staff expanded. So I have someone handling the messages and the emails and the ordering process. So now I just handle the social media aspect, customer feedback, promotions, stuff like that. Yeah. So I would still say it's a daily process because, because you also have the option to boost your page itself, not only a post.
We can make the entire page.
Yeah, on the entire page, so people would see the page now to like it. Okay. Yeah. So when you do that, you tend to get a lot of traffic. As well as if people are seeing things that they like, they would like it as well. So it's a daily process. You need to always be on it, check it out. If customers have something to say, you reply to them. It allows you to have a bigger, a nice personal relationship with your customers. Yeah.
Okay.
So, because you mentioned obviously you have a lot of likes and whatnot. Does that normally translate for you to be a lot of customers?
It does, because now that they like it, they would constantly see our post even though if it isn't boosted. Yeah, because when you like a page and you're following a page, there's the content you're going to see on your feed. So that means that 58,000 people are seeing stuff when we put it up. Much less if we put some cash on it, they'll see it repeatedly.
How hard is it for you actually to, what type of content would you put then? Because that's a big question for a lot of businesses. And we talked about agriculture, and that was one of the questions, because for agriculture, what type of content do you engage people with?
Well, mostly we engage with our more unique cake designs. We tend to put a little bit more money on those, show customers and trying to be something a little bit different. And that's really the basis of what we do. And Trinidad has a huge fan base for cakes right now. I didn't even, even, like I said in the beginning, I didn't even know it was such a fan base type business. Because a lot of us, cake artists tend to get a lot of attention compared to, let's say, a traditional culinary chef. You don't really hear about them; they're more in the background. But customers and the people tend to gravitate to cake artists as a personality. So I've even gotten a lot of opportunities through doing this just for 2 years. A few television interviews, the opportunity to go to Food Network and appear there. So that's why I say cake artists tend to be a little bit more of a personality than just a profession.
Right, because you're putting your personal touch on the cake.
You need that, because unlike cooking, it takes a lot of it's really personal. It's your personal sense of style. It's how you want something to taste, how you want something to look. So it really is all you. So I think that's maybe why the population tend to look at us more like personalities instead of just bakers.
Interesting.
Do you use any other? Because I know Facebook.
Facebook is the hub. Facebook, I would say, is where the majority of work comes from. We have a good Instagram following as well, probably around 2,000 to 3,000. But Instagram is amazing as well. Because through Instagram now, I tend to get a lot more like other cake artists from America and stuff would follow us there, and you get to see them as well. You get to see different ideas, what's trending right now, and then it's all pictures. It's all pictures. So it's just a good time. So
you could boost there as well, no?
You can. Recently, I saw you have the option, and it's running through Facebook as well. Facebook is still the people who's holding that down. You pay through Facebook, and whatever you're posting on Facebook, it could translate into Instagram being sponsored as well.
Wow, interesting. I mean, so far you can safely say that Facebook is a cheaper form of advertising than the regular, what we would regularly use for advertising.
Yeah, compared to maybe doing a television ad or something like that, it is more cost effective. And quite frankly, I think now in the generation that we have today, it's a little bit more feasible because everybody's on the phone. Mostly everybody's on Facebook, so everybody has their phone in their hand all the time. You're gonna get that compared to, let's say, LED
Billboard,
billboard, or you know,
or newspaper.
well, newspaper is good too, because I had that experience with a newspaper ad we did, and we got a lot of feedback as well.
But in comparison for price
and
reach.
Price and reach, I would still say social media might get you a little bit more.
Right.
But if you want to cover all your bases, I would still suggest doing something in the newspaper as well, because there are a lot of people still not on Facebook.
Yeah.
Majority is, but there are a lot of people still not there. So to reach them, you could go newspaper and get that out there.
Interesting. I mean, it's amazing how you I mean, you sound like a professional in Facebook advertising. Honestly, I left up to me, I'll say you're doing this for years,
Well,
like 10, 15.
Self-taught, yeah.
Wow. I mean, at all, did anybody, you said you have some employees and you have somebody managing it. Did you have to run them through the process of the Facebook boosting and advertising, or they already had an idea?
No, well, they don't do the boosting and the advertising. I handle that because that's personal to me.
Right.
I still want to put my personal touch out there on what I post, when I post it, what I want my customers to see, and how they experience it. The receptionist would mainly do the work part of it. She would reply to customers, do invoices, stuff like that. So basically, it's like running an email.
Okay.
So messaging. So
Right.
she really doesn't have to do the boosting and stuff like that. I do that.
Interesting. Well, look, I did not know that. I did not know that. Wow. Well, I know we're running close to the top of the hour, so we're going to take a short commercial break. Remember, we still welcome your call, 628-4103. Any questions that you have, any queries, and of course, we still have that limited edition Building a Legacy t-shirt to give away this evening, all right? This is Building a Legacy, right here on 103 FM.